Hey everybody, Zombie Soundwave here, and today I just wanted to talk about the new REDSEC mode in Battlefield 6. Is the new Battle Royale mode that just dropped today, and I just got a chance to play a few rounds of it. I think I played about an hour and a half of the game, and I just kind of wanted to give my early impressions and, just break down a few different factors, kind of the good, the bad, the ugly kind of thing. Honestly though, when we get to the bad and ugly, don't have a whole lot to say about it. But we'll get there when we get there. So, to begin with, I'm really enjoying the new mode. I think it's a lot of fun. I'm, obviously a big Battle Royale person. I've been playing Battle Royales for a while, since the days of PUBG and Fortnite, early on. And then, when Warzone launched, I really enjoyed Warzone. Warzone's one that's really kind of fallen in my eyes. I just haven't really been playing Warzone as much in recent years, but this has really been a breath of fresh air, and honestly kind of surprising breath of fresh air for me. I honestly had kind of written off RedSec a little bit in my head because I wasn't sure that I was going to actually enjoy the way that, Battlefield's engine ran a Battle Royale. I thought, it's hard to kind of break this down, but, I always kind of considered Battlefield to be kind of clunky. And I don't mean that really in a mean way. It's just Battlefield does so much. With the fact that you have, the infantry stuff, you have vehicles, you have so many different factors in the gameplay. The game has always been kind of built in a jankier way than, I think, Call of Duty, where you really only have mainly one thing, which is your operator. And then, I know there are vehicles in Warzone, but even vehicles in Warzone, even in the early days where vehicles were a lot more prevalent, vehicles were still pretty basic in their movement, and Battlefield just has so many different factors going on with destruction and all that stuff that I just think it kind of makes it a little more complicated. But yeah, no, I'm pleasantly surprised. I think the game operates in a really good way. It feels good. I like that. I was a little worried about it feeling too slow, but I honestly think it feels fairly quick, but still slower than kind of what Warzone has become over time. So I'm actually thinking this is in a pretty good place with the way that the characters move and the speed that they move at. I do have a problem, and so I guess kind of going into the bad a little bit. When you run and your gun comes up, I know that they're trying to do that thing where obviously it takes you a second to bring your gun up, but the way that the gun snaps up, it kind of bothers me. It kind of throws me off a little bit. And it's not something that's majorly wrong, and it's probably something that I'll just grow used to it, and I don't really think it's something that they necessarily probably need to fix, but that's something that has just kind of been bothering me as I've been playing. But mainly most of my bad probably just comes down to stuff that I gotta learn, and that's not really bad, so I don't want to get too harsh on it in that regard. Plating's been good. I'm trying to think of just things that I have not enjoyed so far. I think that overall I've enjoyed most of the stuff. I do wonder if they need to make things a little clearer, because completing the tasks and stuff, I've been a little confused about everything that I'm getting when I do that, because it seems like it drops certain guaranteed rewards, and it looked like a lot of streaks and stuff, but I feel like that could be a little clearer on what you're gaining from doing missions and stuff. But again, this feels more like a complaint of I'll probably just learn these systems the longer I play, more than it's something I think that they really need to fix. Maybe they could make a slightly better menu system, notification that gives you maybe a clearer picture of it. But again, I don't really think that that's a major problem. On top of that, I did have an issue, and I don't know if this is my console or if this is the actual Battlefield game, because I remember it kind of doing this during the beta, but I feel some of the textures for not textures, but some of the UI stuff is very blurry, and I don't really know why this stuff's so blurry. I even think it might be kind of a style choice, but it makes it a little hard to read when I get a multi-kill, or if I get some kind of award for getting a good kill. Sometimes when they pop up, they're a little blurry, they're a little hard to read, and sometimes they're light yellow too, and that makes it double impossible to read. So that's I'm a little disappointed in, as well as I just maybe would like to see the menu cleaned up a little bit. Maybe use some darker colors, or make it less blurry, make textures run better. If it's a console thing, make the console ones more seeable. I don't know. There's something that needs to be done there. Honestly, UI is probably one of my biggest issues so far is I just feel like there's stuff I need to learn about the UI, and there's stuff that I think genuinely like needs to be improved with the UI a little bit. But yeah, more on the art side of that. But yeah, I mean, overall, I had fun matches. I didn't have any crashes. I didn't really have a whole lot of tech issues other than the UI. And the game just feels fun. I enjoyed, winning matches. I enjoyed losing matches. I really was just kind of having fun the entire time I was playing it. I streamed it also. You can go over to my Twitch channel. That's also Zombie Soundwave. It's twitch.tv/Zombie Soundwave. You can watch my first few matches of the game on there. But yeah, I mean, and drop a follow while you're there too. Just support my Twitch channel as well, if you feel like doing so. But yeah, I mean, overall, I had fun the whole way around. I felt like firefights were engaging. There were parts where, I was running from the circle and I was, fighting enemies as I was running from the circle, and all that felt like super fun. Like that's one of those experiences like I don't feel like you quite get in Warzone anymore. And especially because like the zone in Warzone is a lot more like, you take damage over time, and this is a lot more of an instant death, circle. So I think that really makes it engaging too, where you're really trying to like not be in the circle and you're fighting enemy squads. Like that's just such an engaging moment of gameplay. But yeah, overall, had a lot of fun. Don't have a whole lot of complaints about the game. I do think like there are some things I'm still confused about. I wasn't able to get my loadout. I don't know if that's something that you can do in this game. I thought there were rumors that there was going to be a loadout system. For me personally, I don't really care because I don't really prefer battle royales with loadouts anyway. Like, I enjoyed Warzone with its loadout, but that was mainly because like that was the unique thing for Warzone. I don't really feel like I need loadouts in my battle royale, so that's not really something that I'm that concerned about. But I do want to know if it's something you can or can't do. And it didn't seem like it. I also never was able to get a tank. We got a key card as a squad at one point, but that just didn't really work out. I don't really know how to do that quite yet. I saw canister or like containers, like shipping containers that had like a tank logo on them. I'm assuming that that's how you get them. I'm assuming you bring a key card to them, but our squad got wiped, or not wiped, but like a bunch of our squad mates went down during that part of the gameplay. So I don't think ultimately ended up getting to the tank in time with our key card. I'm sure probably that other squad took the key card. But yeah, I'm very excited. I'm very excited to play more of this, on stream tomorrow. And like in the upcoming days, this has felt like a breath of fresh air for Battle Royale for me personally. I can't believe how much I'm enjoying it so far. I really thought this was going to be probably oh yeah, I had fun, or I would be like, oh no, this isn't for me. And I would play it either sparingly or I would not touch it again or touch it very rarely. But no, I'm actually pretty in on this. Like, I tend to think that this is one that I'm going to stick with for a while. At least until Warzone gets into a better state or until another Battle Royale comes out that is more interesting to me. Which is saying something, because honestly, I felt kind of tired of the Battle Royale genre. Like, that was one, like, it's a genre that has existed for a while, and I was getting kind of bored with it. So this has been, like, a pretty eye-opening experience that, no, I think if people make good Battle Royales, I'm kind of in again. So, let me know in the comments what you all think about the Battle Royale. Tell me what you've liked so far, what you haven't liked. Let me know, just anything that you're feeling about this. And please consider leaving a like. Please consider subscribing. Please consider jumping over and, following my Twitch channel. Again, that's twitch.tv/zombiesoundwave. And I hope to see you all for more Battlefield and more REDSEC content in the near future. And I'm going to be probably uploading some stuff about this pretty frequently over the next couple weeks. And I'm kind of planning on maybe posting my first gameplay up because that was a pretty good gameplay. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you all think. I will see you all hopefully soon, and peace out, everybody.